perhaps the finest piece of science fiction / fantasy film that has ever been made.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
When I first met you guys, you were like, Rob, there's this movie you have to see.
You have to see.
It was like within the first 5 times I hung out with you guys, I'm pretty sure.
Once we determined that you were cool and you could know the secrets.
Well, also, Kevin, you left out. Headed by a lead actor who's legally blind.
Yeah. So we're talking, of course, about the 1999, the film that ended the millennium, as far as I'm concerned.
Some people say it was The Matrix. No.
No.
Ridiculous. We're talking about Beowulf.
1999 Beowulf, which I'm sure all Americans have watched.
Who wouldn't watch Christopher Lambert's finest piece of cinema?
That's the Highlander guy.
Yes. For those of you who are only familiar with his lower work. He's the Highlander guy.
So, like, this is like a C+ movie? I guess you could call it... I don't know, because there are parts of it that look not cheap, and then there are parts of it that are like, what?
A for effort.
Yeah.
D for execution.
Yeah, okay.
So, let me run a little bit of what 1999 Beowulf is. So, first of all...
Very loosely based.
Very loosely based off of the epic.
The actual poem.
But it starts off where we are seeing that there is a castle that is surrounded by vaguely apocalyptic sci-fi medieval men.
They're in the future past.
They're in both the future and the past. They're in a superposition called the future past.
It's like Mad Max, but if you swapped out like no gas Australia with just like medieval maybe England,
but everything's made out of tinfoil and scrap.
Yes.
Yeah, and the tallest tower at the castle has a little butthole that opens up to shoot fire out of the top every so often.
It does. It has claw fingers that are flamethrowers that open and close the butthole of fire. Because, and this I feel like is implied throughout the film. Obviously, it didn't make the text of the film. I think it's because it's just a natural gas line that's just going bananigans. Because every light in this castle also is just like a pipe with an open flame jetting out of it.
Well, because it's like... No, they had to have thought the hand fire castle part was just like, yeah, that's cool as shit, isn't it?
It's metal.
Because they watched, like, whatever, Blade, The Matrix, all those things that came out. And it was just
you mean because they wanted everyone else to make those great things, because they weren't influenced by anybody. They were the influencers.
Yeah.
They had to have been. There's too much leather.
Oh, yeah. So, also, Beowulf runs up into these future past men surrounding this castle, and he is dressed, I would say he's dressed exactly like Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
He really
that's
is,
accurate.
dude.
He's
He
a little
really
bit less
is.
red below eyes, yeah.
He's got a bright red leather coat.
So many belts and zippers.
And the Walmart version...
White hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And the Walmart version of George Clooney is there, and he's wearing a bunch of soda can tabs that someone has woven together into chainmail.
Yes.
And he's smoking his blunt the entire movie.
Yeah, they show him a couple of times, and he's just smoking, obviously, a blunt, and it's not
like a hand-wrapped cigarillo.
It's not like anyone else is doing anything like that. Everyone else is doing, like, their best Game of Thrones face, where they're like, obviously, we're being serious
As they're eating out of craft services and drinking their wine.
Okay, so, like, have you ever had food that was, like, prepared for transport to, like, eat outside or something like that?
catered?
Yeah, catered food. So it's like a little hard foil steam tray, and that's what they're eating the food out of at all times. They just use the craft services from the movie as movie props.
And then as they're eating their banquet of craft services, the character Roland just has a blunt in the shot.
Yeah,
He's just
blunt on the shot.
smoking his doobie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes...
It's the future past. Get over it.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie is... So, after Beowulf breaks the siege lines and enters the castle, they decide to let him stay for a while because he was a great warrior and he helped them briefly. And the king is there, and he's like, have my hot daughter show you to a room. And hot daughter doesn't like him at all. But you know who she hates even worse? Her husband. And luckily, the husband has died recently. So you will be staying in the room that he used to use for his violent drinking. Obviously, what would you find in the room for violent drinking?
It's fucking, it's insane.
Dude, it had to be like, gee, our set has this room filled with the bird cages. We got to get this bird cage room in our movie.
It's just bird cages in there.
Okay,
It's terrifying.
Hey, his defense, he probably never saw any of that.
He thought that was just a weird wall.
Damn, the acoustics in this room are weird.
Yeah.
This
After
movie.
she guided him by the hand to the door and then just left him to his own devices to wander around in the room blind.
Saw any of it.
Fucking no
Fucking
idea.
savage, dude.
And this movie is just Christopher Lambert in the grips of losing his vision, I believe. Like, this is him mid-blindness, and they're just like, okay, we need you to, like, you know the moves. You can't do them with, like, another stunt actor because you can't see them. And, like, knowing when to not hit somebody is an important part of waving a sword around. So we'll just shoot you in, like, by yourself. And you're going to do backflips in the water, and you're going to go crazy with a sword.
They do a triple take where he does a whole bunch of back or front flips going down like a rafter or something, and it is one of the most extra things I have ever
It's
seen.
like anime. They do the shot like multiple times back to back.
Yeah, it was straight out of anime.
Okay, well, importantly, also, he's going to... I forget which point this happens, but he goes to the basement
Yes. This is when he's fighting Grendel.
to kill the inbred baby
Yeah.
that lives there, which is Grendel,
Yeah.
because this is Beowulf, don't you know?
And Grendel, by the
And
way...
Is an ex-Playboy bunny?
No, that's Grendel's mom.
Oh, that was Grendel's mom. Yeah,
Grendel's
yeah,
just
that's
sort
what
of
it
a
was.
vague, like, xenomorph
Grendel is
alien
the-
Do
thing.
you remember Hungers from Morrowind?
No.
He looks like that.
I felt that he looked like the bad guy from Power Rangers, King Zed. The skinless guy.
Accurate. Yeah,
A little bit.
but like bigger.
Yeah,
Got like a big old head, you know, alien head. Yeah.
he does, yeah.
Yeah, Rob was showing us
Accurate.
a picture of the Morrowind creature.
The Hungers.
Yeah, Hunger.
I don't remember those.
They're like not a common one.
Anyway, this incredible film, I highly recommend it. I won't spoil the end for you. It is one of the oldest stories, so what happens is pretty much...
What?
Pretty much spoken for. However,
Oh, they
this is a
take their own-
goddamn experience.
They take their own spin on the classic, man.
on every goddamn part of it. They cut a lady in half with a giant, oversized straight razor.
Yeah, dude, it's their guillotine, and it's just a giant, like, paper cutter straight razor thing.
Yeah.
And they just chop that bitch in half.
And it's I think, Marta from Arrested Development.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
In, like, season 1 of Arrested Development, Job has a girlfriend who's a soap opera actress. And, yeah, she just gets cut in half, like, in the beginning of this movie.
God bless America.
It's insane to have the kind of dumb brain that, like, when you see somebody, you're like, I have to connect these dots.
It's a gift.
No one cares about that. We're here to celebrate 100 goddamn episodes!
Yes, we are.
Nice segue.
Yes, I'm the best at segues.
And with that, welcome back to Scryer's Room. I am your host, Famfare.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mario.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for having me, fellas.
Thanks for being here.
And today we're celebrating our 100th episode.
Thank you guys so much for listening and not just hunting us down and sending the SWAT teams after us.
I think I said at least 15 or 20 times at this point. Damn, it was worth it just for that.
Specifically,
Yeah.
big shout out to King Goblin,
Yes.
one of our Patreon subscribers.
He's in the
He
Discord.
made one of the funniest shitpost memes I have ever seen. I woke up groggy, and I woke up particularly grumpy today. I was like, I don't think today is going to be a good day. And I sit down and I pop up the Discord, and I was grinning ear to ear.
Yeah,
my
it
face
is
hurt. Yeah.
like an effort shit post. A shit effort post.
Like a very laser targeted, ultra sharpshooter focused post. And I'm also super giddy because Kevin didn't watch it until he came over for us to start recording, so I got to see his genuine candid cam reaction.
Man.
And that made my fucking week.
That kudos. All of you out there listening, thank you so much. And holy shit, King Goblin. Every single one, you could just hear the sniper re-racking the
dude.
bullet just for another fucking headshot.
Beautiful meme.
I said it earlier, and then this post, for me, personally, confirmed it. He just like me, for real, for real.
Yeah.
He just like me.
Dude, so good. And today, for our episode, we're actually going to do some Q&A.
Yeah.
I had posted over the last few months about some questions you guys might have for us. And we have a little stockpile here, so we're going to go through those.
Yeah, so I got them pulled up right here. First off, we got a question from King Goblin. What is each of our favorite episodes?
It's a doozy.
Strategically placed hole?
Strategically placed hole is a solid choice.
That is a solid choice.
That's because, Tony, you had been saying, we need to record this. We need to record this.
Oh, yeah.
We need to record us hanging out. And that was the clincher for me, was that, you got
the world has to know.
Us just hunched in front of my PC, we have to see this. And then just being able to tell it. The fact that if even one person heard us talk about that is an unmitigated success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people must know.
Yeah.
The people must know.
The fact that we get to tell at least just a handful of people. Again, even one would have been and we get many more than one people that listen to us ramble, and that's an important ramble.
I don't deserve it. I certainly don't do the social media to justify any other human being besides one that I can physically grab and be like, hey, I need you to listen to this. But I'm glad that we let you know. We let them all know about the master strategist.
The master strategist is out there.
I'm in awe of him. He's
a grand strategist.
The grand strategist,
yes. Yeah. He's the top of his field.
I'm jealous constantly of him.
I'll never be as good as him.
When you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
100%. He's made
we established. He works hard.
He works hard.
He's booked solid for years, man.
And the fact that
he works hard.
Yeah.
He also works hard, but
that's how he knows it's good
when he's working.
That's how he knows it's good. If he's not, enjoying himself in that way,
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, then he's needs to start over.
Scrap the whole thing.
It didn't provide any job satisfaction.
That's the expertise you're paying the big bucks for. That's why you're dropping $10,000 for your 6-foot-tall Renamon.
Yeah.
Is because that guy is the best there ever was, and he made it to his specifications. He was boned up the entire time. Or your money back.
Or your money back.
I can visualize with perfect clarity him like one of the sushi chefs that you see going through over the entire fish to find the finest section to cut away, and then it's just him for the vinyl of the nipples of your Renamon, your crystal from Star Fox.
Zero dreams of sex doll.
Yeah. God,
so dumb.
I hadn't really even thought about it that way. I'm always happy to have an episode where I can just make up a story or talk about my creative writing 101 points that I like to make about why things are good. God, the grand strategist.
Yeah, that's quite a doozy. I'd have to say I'm going to go with my Skaven series. I'm very proud of that baby. It has a little bit more views than all the other stuff we have on YouTube.
But which two?
Which two?
Oh yeah, which one?
Wasn't it two? Our two favorite, or just our favorite?
Just our favorite.
Our favorite. Which one?
Oh man.
Yeah, which one's the best?
Oh, that's a doozy. Well,
pick between your children.
I think the very first one we get the most laughs out of, where I'm just explaining the fundamentals of being a Skaven.
Right.
I even made a short about because we bring up how they use their entire bodies to further communicate. And you're like, surely they can't be using their taste. And I'm like, well, actually, and you're
it's the worst language in the universe.
Yeah, they're the worst.
And I bring up how he eats the whole dwarf, and then that's I would say that's my favorite. I think we had the most laughs out of the first one. But granted, it's definitely a hard call because the visceral reaction out of both of you guys for the Pestilence and Molder episodes and how fucking awful the Skaven are.
It's not good.
They're always just a little lot worse than you think.
Yeah, they're horrid. The horrid ratmen.
Oh, it's a running joke forever that did they put a dog's head on your wife's body? Oh no, they just killed her. Well, then I think the ratmen are worse. They're
taking the cake.
Which for me, I'm torn between two weird ones because they're older. The Star Trek Part 2 with Maticate.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Those were fun.
And then the Fallout episode I did because...
A great one.
I condensed all of Fallout in like an hour, and
it was impressive.
It was hard and annoying, and then that was one of the first times we got like a meme out of it. You know, with the Kings.
Yeah,
where you put a short out, and then it was like that was like one of the first ones to get like
people love that.
Tens of thousands of views.
Anyone looked at it,
and it was like, oh wow,
yeah. It's a treat, man.
People like me.
Seeing some of the high view counts on some of the shorts blows my mind.
Yeah, but if I had to pick, probably the Fallout episode.
It's a good one. It's a solid one. A lot of candid reactions out of Kevin and I with that one. Because I don't know that. Especially with the first two games, I knew basically nothing.
I mean, I didn't even play the
A lot of people who've played Fallout don't know Fallout.
Yeah.
You know, the lore or whatever. Like all the weird little stuff.
There's a lot to that game, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can survive a playthrough on vibes pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I speed ran that shit as fast as I could. And it was just like, it was good, but it was just...
It's impressive.
We could do another 5-episode thing, you know? Like I did for the Elder Scrolls for that.
I think for my favorite episode, it would probably be one of the One Piece episodes where I got to do all my talking about theme and how stories are constructed. Or, if I want to be completely masturbatorily honest, the episode that I got to just spew out Van Hell Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a great cold open.
There's sometimes where
20 minutes. That's our longest cold open. Yeah.
Sometimes I will write stories that are just dumb little bits, and then at least this occasion, I was like, I need to tell someone, and so I had to do that. And I really like Van Hell Yeah. I don't know if anyone else even particularly cared, but I like my wrestling.
I'd watch it.
Be a great film if.
And that was also where Nick was guesting too. So
yes.
Yeah, it made it doubly good.
If there's one person I could count on who would know that's not us. King Goblin.
Oh yeah.
King Goblin, the ball's in your court.
Wasn't trying to put the spotlight on you, but you know, we love you.
Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good.
That's good.
All right. Our next question we have some questions from Maticate. What's Mario's most interesting food thing he's cooked, baked, or whatever? Or what's his favorite food-related story?
It's a hard one. I've made a lot of weird things over the years.
You want to give you some time to think?
I'm going to interrupt real quick. One of the weird things he's prepared for me was a peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
Agreed.
It's edible. You agreed it was edible.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, if I'm in prison and I don't want to get scurvy, you know,
right?
Like that's it.
This is a tolerable way to provide energy and nutrients.
Yeah.
Okay. Which
I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Quick side. The reason for that, how that came about, was I saw that online one time from some random like shit post or something, which was like, yes, I made a peanut butter and pickle sandwich, and I'm drinking it with a glass of milk with ice.
Yep.
And I was like, that's not real, is it?
That's like a pregnancy craving thing.
And then I tried it, and I was like, well, I guess I like it. So there's been many a time where I get like fucked up, and it's just like I could really go for a pickle and peanut butter sandwich right now.
Sounds like it goes down smooth. You know, now that
I think it does.
Okay, now that I'm thinking a little bit more about it, while I definitely don't like pickles, the moisture that is just contained within the pickle,
it's like jelly.
So the acidity / like the saltiness of the pickle,
blends,
and then the crunchiness cuts through the fattiness of the peanut butter. And I think it works really well. A lot of people disagree with me. That's fine.
I can see
it's a weird combination, but apparently it's been around for a while.
I'm just a baby and don't like pickles. So,
which drives me insane
I know
because he loves ranch, which the main flavor.
I don't love ranch. I like ranch. Okay. Loving ranch in this economy means that I put it on everything. Like that's what the world's decided loving ranch is now. I have to be one of those guys who buys a 50-gallon drum of ranch, and I'm like, this should get me through the week.
As far as the weirdest thing I've ever, I've made a lot of weird things. But if I had to, I don't know how to pick. Like I do all forms of cooking. Like I try.
Say
all the
something
things.
that makes you sound cool and impressive.
Yeah.
Why? Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I mean, I've like one of the easiest things I think to make his cheesecake. Like I can make a cheesecake.
He makes a baller homemade
because that was like one of the
cheesecake.
first things I learned how to like bake, and I just never really changed how I do it. I just have like upgraded it steadily over time, and then it's.
I don't think I've ever had a piece of cheesecake from you.
I've
It's
brought it
legendary.
around a couple times, but it would be like super random.
Yeah.
Because
We'll have to change that.
I can make one. It's fine. No problem. But
We'll bully you one day.
that's like probably pretty normal. But just like in terms of like the number of times I've made a cheesecake, or like I do it pretty much the same every time, but I tweak it a little bit or try to just use like, what if I do this? I don't know if that's weird, but
I mean, by weird, I'm sure what they mean is the things that you do to like Sheets burgers.
Yeah, dude, his Sheets
okay.
burger order is fucking diabolic.
everything free, and then
Anything that
feeling
doesn't.
willing enough to pay for.
Yeah.
That's how I order my shit.
He starts off everything free, click on all the buttons, and then he looks over the things that cost money, because cost isn't really what's determining this, but he does want all of the things that are free also.
Everything free is like my favorite part, because of course, like, yeah, I gotta get the most out of this I possibly can. I want everything that's coming to me.
He does. And he gets so much that they give him the packets of the sauce at the end, because they're like, there simply isn't
enough room.
There isn't volume in
There's
this
not enough
sandwich.
real estate.
And I was gonna do a different one, but I guess a food story involving Sheets that is now my favorite.
God.
Went there pretty recently. It was late,
Of course.
so some early ungodly hour, and then I ordered a sub,
Yeah.
chicken sub, and I was like, I don't want to be a dick, and then I put what I thought was very reasonable
Yeah.
requests in,
You were super wrong, I bet.
and then sent it, and then I go to pay for it, and then the dude there remembered me from when I had come another time, and ordered an ungodly burger.
Yeah, so he saw you and he's like, fuck.
No, he was like, oh, hey, man. I was like, oh, shit, you remember me? And he was like, how could I forget?
You made an impression.
And I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to pay for my thing. And he was like, I'll get another crazy... And I was like, you know how it is.
I tried to tone it down, you know.
And then
He didn't.
I was also like, I thought I did, but I bought a pack of pouches, nicotine pouches.
Don't put those on a sandwich.
My aunt, please, but that'd be a waste. But I was like, yeah, just let me get one of those. He's like, oh, I think, do you have like a Sheets membership thing? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, I think there's a deal, and I was like, oh, I don't have one. Neat.
Yeah.
And he was, I got you. And then he pulls out like a connected like keychain thing of 3 different like MVP card things and just scans it.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, I got you, dude. He's like, and it was like 5 for whatever. It was super cheap. I was like, oh fuck, dude. Like,
We'll use
my
one.
man.
We'll use one of the cards that we keep from the men who weren't strong enough to finish their sandwiches in the gas station.
And then he gave it to me.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
And I was like, you're the man, dude. Like,
you're a Sheets member now.
he was
Wear
so
it with
cool.
pride.
and then I waited for my sub, which then finished. And the guy who was the same guy who made the ungodly burger was just like, hell of a sub, man. And I was like, damn. I was like, I wasn't going for that this time. Like, I really thought this was reasonable, but I was just like, you remember me? And he was like, yeah, I remember you. It's like, damn it. Like,
You know,
but at the same time, just like, oh, they care.
and he's not going to forget you now, because you came back, confirmed, like, yes, that is me and that's what I'm about, but don't worry, I'm going to not do that again this time. And then you did it again this time.
No, I just apologize each time.
It's better to say sorry than to ask
When
for
he made
that.
well, he actually made the double patty chicken sandwich for me because the burger was from the other Sheets.
Right,
And then
you were already a
I enjoyed
Sheets
that
trip
so much.
deep.
I drove to the Sheets that was like a mile away and then got the chicken sandwich. Anyway, he was just like, oh man, crazy sandwich. I agree with everything except the second fried chicken patty. You know, it's just like
We have
you know?
a term that we use called a bang bang.
Oh, the bang bang.
And I think we got it from Louis. Like, that was from the old
don't
Louis C.K.
actually-
show.
maybe.
Because I think it was him and his brother would do it, and that was like, his brother was fat, and that's how they bonded, by being fat together. And that took off like wildfire amongst us. We're like, oh, finally, a term for the thing that we all want to do so desperately in our hearts.
No, there was a period of time where me and another one of our friends was going and getting food and doing that every single time. Like, it was a problem where
You can't live that way.
you can't live that way. But we just decided, like,
A bang bang is you go to a fast food place, you get a meal, and then you go to another fast food place and get another meal.
because we were always saying, I want X from this location and I want Y from that location, you know?
Yeah.
I want the sides from this and the main from this and the drink from this. And for a while, we were doing that.
Like you were about to be put down like a dog.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite Bang Bang was we went to, because where there was a McDonald's
coolest.
right across the street from a Taco Bell, and we got the McGangbang.
Yes.
And then we went and we got Freezies and the caramel apple empanada when that
Yes.
was still a thing. That was my favorite Bang Bang.
That shit rules.
It's not a. It might be a bang bang, but the first time I ever smoked weed was with Rob and our buddy Greg.
The mysterious power loves.
We went to Taco Bell.
Uh-huh.
We each got a 12-pack.
Oh my god.
I ate all of mine, and then what they didn't finish.
Yeah. I remember you guys were here. We got on 12-pack, and I was like, we're doing what? This is an ungodly amount of food.
All right, I guess they're doing a thing. And then he just eats all of it like it's regular.
This is the exact same Taco Bell and McDonald's Tony was just talking about.
Yeah.
Then we drive across the street to the McDonald's and we get McFlurries.
We did do that.
Baby.
We did do that.
The McFlurry
And I
goes down smooth.
Okay, so I presume you ate the McFlurry before the tacos?
No.
No, you ate the
After.
tacos.
Yes.
And while the McFlurry was melting, or just like,
We finished
No,
the
no, no,
tacos
we finished
and then
tacos,
got
then
the
got
and then go to the McFlurry.
Yeah.
What a champion!
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah, dude.
That's
So one of my favorite little memes I have, well, images in my mind, is the three of us on Scryer Zoom are fairly hefty,
Yeah.
large men.
Except
Mario
for
is
the most powerful of us.
Yeah, he's the most powerful. So the image of like, okay, me, big ass fat black guy coming into a buffet, then followed by Rob, big ass fat guy coming in, Kevin, big ass fat guy,
Yeah.
and then Mario comes in looking fairly normal and fairly like regular sized, but they know
He's
he's
hot.
done something to earn their respect.
Yeah.
I feel bad about East Moon.
We rate them out of business. We ate them out of business.
East Moon Asian.
It was a really good place.
it
to
was a
eat.
good place to eat.
All right. So first off, East Moon Asian
It's a great
Bistro
place to abuse.
is a restaurant
For me, anyway.
that was in our area that had a happy hour that coincided with an all-you-can-eat sushi special, and every single time that they would go, Mario,
Because you didn't have to order sushi.
the black hole that he is,
You could just get side dishes.
you could just get sides.
He ate like 3 bowls of basil fried rice and like one time he ate 10 different little entrees.
So, the record is, because Kevin didn't know me very well at the
No,
time.
this was fresh.
And he was horrified.
Yeah, I couldn't look away.
he kept track. I didn't. I ate 11 bowls of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
Whatever I
chicken
was-
noodles,
11
basil
bowls
fried
that
rice.
were filled.
Yeah,
were
like
no
carbohydrates.
longer-
These are not small bowls, man.
No, they're meal
I
portions.
recall going there and getting like $12 worth of fried rice, and I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it was just...
We ate them out of business.
Mario fills up the entire volume of his body somehow. Like spaces between atoms get like, okay, we can fit a little bit more in here.
And what are the Dragon Bowls or the Scorpion Bowls?
Scorpion
The
Bowls.
Scorpion Bowls, which were meant to be shared by 3 people. No. That is a solo drink.
Yeah.
So
we're
you
more
drink
in
one
each
by yourself.
crowd.
I'd actually never had one there.
Oh.
Instead, Nick would just order us hot sake over and over again.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hot sake was the fucking banger, dude.
So it would just be like in between, like it would just be like shot of sake, shot of sake.
Yeah, God. The dream.
I'm pretty sure
I
that
miss
all
these,
of the
man.
world's problems and everything that we don't like and everything that makes us unhappy on a day-to-day basis would just cease to exist overnight if East Moon opened back up at that.
Yeah, it is a salve to heal America.
Yeah.
I can imagine. So this is my pitch for the return of East Moon. One day we wake up, somebody checks the chat, and somebody has posted like the Google Maps like tag of where East Moon is. And then, like, you click it, and it's like reopening special, and it's exactly the same
Reopening special in
special.
parentheses, a great place to eat.
And then, yeah, genuinely, like, we are so bad.
Yeah.
The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
I would gorge myself instantly.
Nick would return. Yeah, the missiles will be fine, guys. It'll be fine.
Guys, the Middle East has been torn up for millions of years, but East Moon Asian Bistro, it's a damn fine place to eat.
This is what's important.
Yeah.
The South to heal America.
A key part of this also is that we came up with a theme song. East Moon Asian Bistro, it's a really good place to eat. And it is a good place to eat.
Would have been an easy $200 to make off them. Easy.
If you're still out there, East Moon Asian Bistro, we miss you. We love you, and we're holding space for you.
In our hearts.
I'll never apologize, though. You did it yourselves.
Yeah, $20 for all
you let me in.
You fool.
No, there are a number of restaurants that I miss dearly that are around this area. And I remember thinking before they closed, gee, how are these people making money? There's no way. There's got to be a zero
shot,
margin on this
dude.
thing.
Turns out either they weren't, or they were working with... We theorized that the Long John Silver's was involved in some illicit activity. And then it got... in my version of events, that guy got in over his head around the same time that East Moon Asian Bistro had to get out of here. Some part of his market collapsed. He was in a Better Call Saul scenario, and he traded away that Long John Silver's to like the Yakuza or the Triad or somebody, so that they could let him live. And he just scurries off into the night.
The scuba store was full. It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, the scuba store.
By the way, fucking breaking news. Flashing red recession indicator. The scuba store in the middle of Woodbridge closed, and frankly, that means that like
amphetamines don't sell anymore.
I would
have thought amphetamines were recession-proof.
We're cooked.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there to say? The scuba store is gone.
Yeah, that's.
And I think that answers what our favorite Mario food story.
Bit long-winded, but wait. Last thing on that.
Yeah.
Rob, is seafood still there?
No, Father and Son.
They're gone?
Isn't there either? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the local equivalent of that for the scuba door was a place called Father and Son Seafood that no one was ever inside of, and we used to insist was a mafia friend.
Right, the Father and the Son Seafood were just because that's where they
yes, hello.
Me and my son, we would go out to the waterfront to dump the bodies.
I am looking for an unregistered automatic salmon.
An Alaskan caught salmon or a Russian salmon?
Goddamn. Yeah, like just that whole fucking thing of how is that just in our area and we just automatically assume just like obviously organized crime.
Yeah.
Like
we just everybody looks at it and then to whoever they're with and they're like, so don't go in there, right?
Yeah, just don't go in there. Not an actual business.
Which in the event that they are an actual business, sorry.
Yeah, sorry for slander.
You cultivated a crazy vibe and I wouldn't recommend it.
Our bad.
And now it's gone.
And now it's gone. So we'll never know.
And those memories will fade. Tears in the rain.
Tears in the rain.
I recently watched Blade Runner, sorry.
Fantastic movie. Also maybe set in Alien, depending on who you ask.
It is.
Yeah. The replicants. Also shares a bit of continuity with I Am Legend. Not I Am Legend.
iRobot.
iRobot, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
cool.
It's not important or obvious. But I love that shit, so I find out all of the details.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, we got our next question here, also from Matt, is our favorite film or show from Satoshi Kon.
So, Paranoia Agent was weird.
Paranoia Agent was a fun
I remember that being on
experience.
Tsunami, or not Tsunami.
That's my favorite.
Adult Swim, and thinking, wow, this is wild.
It had the kind of thing that every time I would watch it, it would hit me in the face with, do you want to be scared / uncomfortable, but not so scared that you want to not watch it, and not so uncomfortable that you want to, like, you know, run away from it. Just enough so that you can't look away, but also you definitely won't be able to, like, decipher it with your little baby brain.
Paranoia, as my favorite, Paranoia Agent was, like, when I was a kid, didn't get it, obviously.
Yeah.
Too complicated.
Way too complicated.
Watched it when I was an adult, but like that thing, what you were basically just saying, is like Paranoia Agent does this thing, which because most episodes are self-contained, but it
they all fit together.
It builds to a bigger plot,
Yeah.
But it's mostly like introduce a character, which is like they're relatable, aren't they?
Yeah.
What if everything just went horribly wrong?
What if everything was a little fucked up too?
Yeah, and then their life was just shit in the worst. And then like by the end of it, they get hit by Little Slugger.
Yeah. What if somebody had a really relatable life and then gave in to a temptation or like a lower base impulse that you yourself could see yourself maybe falling into, but you know is wrong and they know it's wrong, and you get to see that you know that they know it's wrong and it's bad, and then they get hit with a bat by a ghost that might not be real.
Yeah. So Little Slugger is what appears to be a like a 11, 12-year-old kid.
He's like a psychic hazard
who shows up with he's in like roller skating gear.
Yeah.
And he's got a bent baseball bat.
Bent like a dog's leg. That's
and
the thing
for whatever reason,
again.
Most of the main characters at the end of their horrifying episode, because their life has gone to shit, he shows up and he smacks him on the head.
Yeah.
And goes on his way.
He bonks him like the scout. And
they wake up, and now that they're a victim of Little Slugger, those problems generally fade away.
Yeah.
Who's Little Slugger? Ain't that the question? Is he real?
Is it just the people making excuses? Who is lying? Some people might.
Yeah, there's an episode about a copycat.
Yeah.
Who gets caught by an off-duty police officer whose life was shit. He caught Little Slugger. Oh, my life is great now.
Yeah.
But then he shows up in an interrogation room and then skates through the wall. And it's like, do with that what you will. And
crazy, right? Anyway, time for us to play the at the same time most regular and scariest intro and outro music you've ever heard.
It was trippy.
Paranoia Agent clearly
makes you feel stuff.
It leaves an impression.
So it's one of those things. It's kind of cliche. It's like watching a train wreck, but with this one, you're like uncomfortably close to it, like that. You're like sitting by the rails.
So relatable, and you're just like, ah.
Yeah, it hits home. And it's a bit too close to home in a lot of them. I would say my favorite, I haven't sampled too much of his work, but Tokyo Godfathers, I watched that for the first time with my cousin, just kind of randomly when I was up there hanging out for a summer, and that is top 3 Christmas movies for me. It is so wholesome and so goddamn cute, and yeah, I quite enjoy the cast and the characters and the message and just how everything unfolds, and yeah, it definitely goes down smooth.
My favorite thing, I looked into this because I felt like there must be more to the things that this person has made than just like me thinking of Paprika, sorry about how I was pronouncing it earlier, or Perfect Blue, which is just Black Swan. I'm pretty sure that guy just saw Perfect Blue and was like,
"Oh, beans!" I was gonna say Black Swan. Perfect Blue is my favorite, and I was gonna say Black Swan.
So Perfect Blue is not my answer. I'm just bringing that up. My answer is so there is this anime anthology thing called Memories.
Oh yeah, I saw that on the list.
Yes, and it's 1995 anime film Memories, and one of the sections is about a crew of space salvage freighter workers, and they find like this old decrepit space station that looks like a flower if you look at it the right way. And as they go in there, it's haunted with an evil robot AI that is the ghost of this woman who died jilted by her lover. And it's a haunted house scenario. And I think this one is called. Let's look. Let me find what the name is. It's Magnetic Rose. The section is called Magnetic Rose.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Word. Check it out sometime soon.
Yeah. We watched it over at Justin's the other.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh. This is the same anime like anthology thing that had the guy who he had a cold, and so like the chemical reaction of that with the like secret government or terrorist attack bioweapon made him just exude toxic gas.
Yeah.
That was still fresh in 95, yeah? When did they have their thing?
And this is also the canon, the city of cannons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I've seen this. Yeah, okay, cool.
Good to know where that Rick and Morty episode came from.
Oh, yeah.
That was still fresh then, because they had the Tokyo subway thing with the sarin was 94.
Yeah, that was basically...
Om Shinrikyo sarin gas.
Yeah. Like I said, Perfect Blue Man. I love the unreliable narrator. Like, I professed my love for American Psycho a few episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, is this really going on? Is this just their perspective of it? I love that to death. And just, like, the
texture.
Yeah.
The ridged font, like, or whatever.
The subtle thickness, the tasteful thickness, the subtle off-white coloring. It's even got a watermark. I love Perfect Blue, like, and, like, the whole, like, fame thing, like, I guess, is it worth it? And then, like, the crazy lady wanting to be her, and, like, I have to confess I haven't seen Paprika, which I said correctly just for you, Mario. And I haven't seen that anthology one that you just said. We gave Calvin shit for saying Paprika the way a Japanese person would say it.
I thought
Paprika?
That was just how they said it when I watched it, and it was mostly compression artifacts on a tiny little screen.
But no, Perfect Blue is great. I'd watch that right now. That's like you said earlier, that's like, dude, this makes me feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
But not bad enough to turn it off. I want to keep watching.
Bad and intriguing.
This is awful, and I want it to not end.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you relate to me so hard, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Like,
no one's supposed to see that. I thought we all had an understanding.
Know what? I think I am a famous Japanese model / pop singer. I think I'm that too.
There's a pop singer inside of all of us.
Yeah. Or idol, I guess. I don't know. We don't have idols in America, but anyone listening to this podcast knows what I mean when I say idol.
Miku?
Yeah.
There's a Miku in his song?
Miku is a Vocaloid, which is
still an idol.
Yeah, that's true. She's a virtual idol.
Yeah, still an idol.
I was talking about this before we started recording, and I will say it now. Miku is the only good clanker. All of them are terrible except Hatsune Miku. That is the only good one.
There's a device that is sold by a massive company, and that device listens to your voice, and it lives in your house, and you ask it for things like the weather. And I'm not going to say its name because I've trained myself not to say its name, because when you speak its name, it grows more aware of you.
It does. Like an eldritch evil.
And it lives in my house, and every single time that it does anything, it does it a little bit wrong, and I want to shatter it with my hands. I know I could. I know I have the anger in me towards this horrible little machine that also changes its voice all the time just because.
Okay, speaking of.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with Grimtones and his wife, love you, Jesse, and their little speaky box, I'm not going to use the name either, but theirs, its voice was so sassy and condescending when it spoke to them. I fucking lost my mind. I was like, Lauren, what the fuck is going on? She's like, you're right, I hate it. I hate it too. I don't know why it changed its voice, but it sounds so sassy and condescending. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Why would you let this thing listen to you?
I got my family to cut that shit out quick.
The new voice, I'm going to do a bit of an impression here. Let me see if it's accurate. It's like, hey, how are you doing? This is how I speak now. I know you don't want it to talk like this, but I think you'll enjoy it.
See, but yours is too, like, bright and protected.
It sounds, because a human's saying.
Yeah, exactly! It sounds so condescending.
I'm insulted.
Like she's throwing shade at you.
Yeah.
It's like the device is like being snarky to you. It's like, oh yeah, that's what you want me to do? Why are you talking to me like this? It drove me insane.
Do not speak to me in my holy tongue.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it is us who are made in God's image.
Like that's what sent me over the edge, man. I was like, okay, these things gotta go. Like, don't fucking talk to me like that.
I hate the advertising wiretap.
Well, so I've never used the
advertising wiretap.
It who shall not be named.
Yes.
But my friend did, and whenever I went to his house, Matt, this is my Matt, his old apartment, he would have it, and he would be like, play music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then every time he talked to it, I would abuse it.
Good.
It's like, hey, you, yes, you're a worthless piece of shit. Like, I would be so verbally abusive to this fucking thing, this machine.
Fuck off!
I hate
because and I kept telling you, like, you can't give him an inch. Like,
you gotta let him know.
Yeah.
Firm hand.
So in my real life of things, I curse quite a lot, just like I do here.
He does.
Yeah.
That doesn't change between here and there. I have to actively attempt to not curse when I am in places such as a school or in public. And that's fine. But there is something that I don't say, which is that I don't tell people to shut up. I will not look
It's
at
so
somebody
hateful.
and say, shut up. I won't do that. That's not a thing I will do. However, that command works perfectly with the wiretap. It will stop making whatever noise it is doing if you call its name and tell it to shut up. It'll stop. And so now, that's the only way I speak to the robot. As if
Silence!
as if it's a servant that I hate.
Yeah.
My least favorite servant.
Shut up!
Yeah, exactly. You see? That's how evil it is. It's so evil that McMahon does it.
Shut up!
Shut up!
Except I'm not going to take a dump on the AI's chest, okay?
Yeah. Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
The problem with taking a dump on the AI's chest is that no one gets anything out of it.
Yeah,
At least Vince is having a good time.
Yeah,
fair
it'd be fruitless. It would just be like, do you see my spite? Look at it. Look at it come out of me. Like,
Quick
and the
tangent.
AI would just be like, can I help you with something like other than that? And it's
I
like,
thought we were already on the tangent.
Quick second or third, perhaps even fifth tangent. Have you ever tried to shit on something? Like aiming your butthole directly over it and squatting?
Actually, no.
I have never tried that.
It hasn't come up. I don't know how good I'd be at it.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't know that my targeting
It
system's
sounds like
like...
a complex process, actually.
I have never considered that.
I don't
Yeah, aiming your poop.
think
Yeah.
so.
What if it's further back in your undercarriage than you think? Your butthole's like, what is it, coming out of my spine? What's going on here? Or if it's too far forward? Finding that out would be devastating to my psyche, so I leave that alone.
Yeah, that's good. That's a way better question.
Yeah. My butthole's where it is.
I leave that one to the expert.
Yeah.
I'm trying to parse what you mean.
Like,
In
if
that,
you're trying
like-
to aim it, and
Like,
it goes crazy
when you
off.
said like front or back,
Yeah.
are you shifting gears? Like what
Yeah.
are we doing here?
Do you think
Are
you
you
can
not?
aim your butthole like that?
I don't know, but I've never thought of it as
I bet John Travolta could.
I've never thought of it in terms of front and rear, like, you know, offloading or whatever. Well,
In terms of front and rear, like you have an undercarriage. When you're standing up, there's a part of you that's always facing down. And that has a front and a rear towards and away from where you're walking, which is presumably the only way that really matters. And if it's too far forward, you might have like a medical issue. And if it's too far back, then it's your fault that all of the toilets have been having weird shit stains in the bowl in the way back.
Yeah.
so what you're saying is this is a skill issue.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I bet I could train it. I bet that if I just totally dropped off the grid, dedicated my life to it, I could have a laminar flow piss and
Throwback.
and I could shit like I was doing like piping on a cake.
Yeah, but you'd have to do like Jack Hanma shit.
Yeah. I'd probably learn to do the splits like that. It'd probably be a necessary step to take.
Like you'd have to like special order a like sounding rod that's like laminar flow shaped, and you slowly.
I would probably need-
shape your urethra to that.
I would need to bother somebody else on the internet who I know is good enough at math, and I would need to be wrong enough for them to need to prove to me what the shape actually is.
I need you to optimize this for
Yeah,
me. I need
to outsource the optimization, I'm sure.
I need
But
an
yes, I
engineer.
agree.
Where's Brody at? Brody, we need you. We need you.
Brody, we're here with a problem.
And then once they've done the computations, you're just like, you've activated my trap card.
This
like,
is the real. That's right. Here I am, making art in the bathroom. Making art in the bathroom. It sounds like the name of a very, very bad stand-up special.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds like the stand-up special of like somebody who, like, when we look them up, they died of an overdose. Like
Carrot Top 2026.
Carrot Top
Making
2020,
art in the bathroom.
making art in the bathroom. Yeah.
But he does it with props.
Yeah. The thing is, I also think the Carrot Top making art in the bathroom, it might rule.
Yeah. Coming from him, it'd be pretty good.
He could turn my opinion around entirely. All right, so next question. Next question.
Jesus Christ.
God, we're so good at this.
We're influencers.
I love you guys, and I love all of you.
Thank you for listening.
I'm sorry if I mess up this name. Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong question. I'm also sorry if I mess up this name. Bordy from Brody. What is your favorite children's book, and how would we make a D&D character off of it?
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Damn, that's a deep cut.
I have a one that I don't think anyone else is going to be able to know anything about. So go off on Ricky Tikki Tavi for me.
I love Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Why don't you... How do you pronounce the name of the snake?
Nog.
That's not how we said it in class.
Was it the
in the
N-word?
7th grade.
They just dropping hard R's?
No, Nagina.
Oh.
Or Nagina.
Yeah, Nagina, yeah.
Nagina.
Well, there's Nog and then there's Nagina, yeah.
And the teachers let you do that?
Well, because you'd be reading, because we would take turns reading, because they would call on you or whatever.
Yeah, they do popcorn reading.
And then it'd just be like, Ricky Tikki Tavi was swaying, whatever, and it distracted Nagina.
Nagina.
And then you just keep going, and then people laugh, and you're just like, what?
Right, because you're a
What'd I
dumb
say?
kid and you're reading, you're doing your best.
As far as they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, subtle and clever. But no, I quite enjoyed that book. I actually have a hardcover in my room still because it's near and dear to me. It was one of my first tales of when I really decided that I liked he's not anthropomorphic, but he's anthropomorphized.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy those kind of
He
characters.
does like mongoose kung fu.
It's sick, and he protects a little boy from snakes.
Mongooses do kung fu. Have you seen them fight snakes? It's super cool.
Yeah, they do yeah.
That's how he describes. He's like bucking and weaving. Like
Yeah, they dip and weave and shit. Yeah, and mongooses are we had ferrets growing up, and mongooses are very close, kind of like ferrets, so that really tickled me.
Izzy was our boy.
He was the king. And it's funny because Izzy is a lot like Amadeus, and Cece, our other ferret, is a lot like Connie, in that Izzy thought he was a person, Amadeus thinks he's a person.
Yeah.
And then Cece was dropped on his head and very skittish.
Yeah.
And Connie was not dropped on her head, but she too was very skittish.
Extremely. They know that they're like a small animal in a
Her instincts
apex predator's cave.
Yeah, she understands her instincts very well. Amadeus is so bright and photogenic. When I come home, he comes prancing up. They live in my living room and in my kitchen. And he comes prancing up to the gate and is like, "Oh, Papa, love me, Papa." And I have to bend over, I have to pet him, and he loves it, and he purrs. It's so sweet. And then Connie just glares. She just glares.
She keeps her eyes on you. That's how she shows affection.
You won't hunt me?
Yeah, you won't catch me, you predator. I'm on to you.
Yeah.
What do you have there? Some treats? I suppose I could.
Oh my god, when she comes up for treats, it's so precious. She just comes prancing and dancing, and then I give it to her, and then she says, "Don't touch me!" and then runs away. It's great. But yeah, I like Ricky Tikki Tavi.
How'd you make him a D&D character?
Probably a monk.
Yeah.
I would have to say he'd be a monk. I was gonna say fighter originally, but thinking about it more clearly, probably a monk.
There's a beast folk for everything.
Yeah.
Mongoose people are real. Why not?
Are they? Yeah, I mean,
They might as well.
Might as well be. Fuck it.
If everything else is, why not?
In one of my
If it's
settings,
not
they
in a
certainly
splat
would.
book yet, it will be.
Yeah. So, mine is not one I don't think anybody else has read these books. Have any of you heard of Spy High?
Oh
I
man.
watched the movie.
Not Sky High.
Oh.
Spy High.
Then no.
Everyone knows
Rings a bell.
Sky High. That's a superhero high school. So Spy High.
And the technology one was the villain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I know
Yeah,
what
She
you're
was a
talking
technomancer.
about. Yeah.
Spy High is about a fake high school that teaches its students to go out on missions to stop evil schemes, James Bond style. But at the time I was reading them,
Oh, this is Carmen Sandiego.
kind of.
Okay.
But at the time I was reading them, the last book, the final book in the series, they didn't sell it in America. If I wanted it, I would have had to send for it to be sent from overseas, and I wasn't doing all that. So as far as my little brain knew, I guess I just don't get any more of those. And well, it sounds a little bit. It's it's a kid, not children's, but maybe on the cusp of young adult. They fought people with laser pen like James Bond might have. One of the bad guys was an evil scientist who wanted to make snake men,
Oh man.
and
Classic.
Who doesn't want to do that?
his big problem that he had was that whenever he injects people with snake manism, as they mutate, their arms and legs fall off so they can turn into giant snakes.
They're useless.
And
And-
it's snakes, not snake men.
Exactly, and he's like, "How do I?" But they need the arms and legs to be snake men.
That's a problem a Jack Vance wizard would have. Oh, the arms keep falling off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. And what the last book evidently had a massive fucking twist in it. It changed everything. So the twist being the mysterious school, it wasn't like a government-run thing, or even like an Avengers Private Citizens Tony Stark thing. These kids were working in an alien proxy war.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Which I think makes it more realistic to intelligence work and training child operatives than James Bond ever has been.
Wait, is this pre or post Animorphs?
I believe that this is contemporary to Animorphs.
Okay, because that tracks.
Yeah. When we were talking about how real child soldiers get captured and turned into snake men, which probably applies to both series. To that end, so like that, all of the technology and stuff that they had, that was alien technology. That's why they had the advanced stuff that like James Bond would have. So I think like a warlock / rogue, wherein they're getting all their spy tools and stuff from their patrons, which would be the school / the aliens of, I don't know, I never got to read the last book. The aliens who I presume are some of the nice gray ones, not the mean tentacly ones.
No, the gray ones are the mean ones.
Grays aren't nice.
All
They're
right.
not?
No.
Oh.
Here's my pitch.
Those are the ones who are always anally programmed.
Those are the butt ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said they were nice.
Here's my pitch. The aliens are actually mouse people, and that's what the bad guy wanted to make snake men to eat them. That's my pitch based off.
They were the mouse race from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, who made the giant computer to ask why the universe and everything exists, but they can't figure it out. So they sent you kids here with secret technology in order to fund their secret wars. And then, like the middle, the evil science Snake Man gets canceled for promoting conspiracy theories.
Good job.
So for me, I like all the generic ones, you know? I read most of them.
Yeah.
Harry Potter was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing me and my mom bonded over. We would listen to the audiobooks.
Classic.
My family would
While we
also,
drove.
like, when the new Harry Potter book came out, like, it would get delivered to our house the day of, and we would all buzzsaw through it.
Yeah, and it's like... But I can't... as much as Harry Potter was an impact, it was just like... I can't pick that one. I can't pick Harry Potter.
Complain about Harry Potter things that are dumb could be a whole episode in the future.
Yes.
And we're not going to do it now.
And I could go into
So I'm gonna not
exquisite detail.
I'm not like I'm like forehead vein bulging like right now, and I'm not gonna go into that. That's for the future.
Barring that, probably for me, tie between The Hobbit and the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, those are both two classics from BFFs.
Which I said, it's like everyone has read these probably, but I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was in 3rd grade. It's very impactful. I remember it very specifically because we were reading it as a class, you know? Much like Ricky Tikki Tavi, except we couldn't make Nagina jokes yet.
Yeah.
Good Christian morals.
And I got like a pep in my step because I was the only kid in that grade who knew what the word enchanted means. And I was baffled that everyone else didn't know what it meant. And
that just unlocked a memory of, I don't know what grade this was. This was little kid times. This was like elementary school times where we had to do, you remember spelling words, having spelling words every week? And then at the end of the week, we all got tested on them, and I was the only one who could spell Phoenix. And everyone was mad as hell at me because what was promised was like, okay, if whoever like gets all the words, like you're the big one, or you get a lollipop or whatever. But also, if no one gets all the words, I guess it was too hard. We all get like a little something. And because I fucked it up by knowing how to spell Phoenix.
yeah.
Sorry about that. I just had to flash back into that real fast.
That'll do it.
Very good. And then in 5th grade, I read The Hobbit, and that was also very... But that was by myself. Like, I just read it.
Yeah.
Loved it. If I had to pick one, probably Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Just because it appealed more to the kid brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hobbit is also a very fanciful, fun adventure that he wrote for his children, literally. That's why The Hobbit got written. Or part of the reason. But the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is just like, this is actually like a children's tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They meet Santa.
Yeah, and it's like an isekai, and there's an anthropomorphic lion who's the coolest.
Aslan is the coolest.
He's just
good Christian moral.
He's just Lion Jesus, and then there's an evil white bitch who, she's the devil, clearly. A giant white woman, like, of course. She probably is being paid to take pictures with jars of mayonnaise and Wonder Bread.
Oh, God.
If you know what that means, you've had too much internet.
It turns out that they even had the Wonder Bread guy back in the 20s. C.S. Lewis knew him in real life.
He's actually
known fact.
He's an undying horror comprised mainly of human greed and excess. That's why he's like that.
That tracks.
That's why he needs it in order to...
Oh, shit. Okay, I might have to change my answer. Not The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The Wizard's Apprentice.
Oh.
Which is the
That's Tales of Earthsea?
No, that's the prequel.
Yeah.
And I haven't
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then Silverchair and...
Well, Silverchair is after...
Those are all
Lion,
part of the
Witch, and
same
Wardrobe.
series.
Yeah.
Technically, the Wizard's Apprentice is the first one in the...
Yeah.
Chronologically.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to come up with that. I knew Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was 2. I knew that much.
So, I switched from Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe to the Wizard's Apprentice because I read that randomly one day in high school. And for whatever reason, it really stuck with me. Mainly his in-between, like, hub world, between dimensions.
Yeah.
It's just a forest.
Just an infinite forest.
It's just a giant, big forest where everything is, like, perfectly calm.
Yeah.
And then every universe is a puddle on the ground.
And if you look on the trees, you can see that there's the door to Christmas Town and Halloween Town.
Well, no, so to get to
It's the same multiverse, like, hub world, now that I think about it.
To get to a different world... First, you have to overcome the malaise that settles over you because the world is just so peaceful.
That's kind of wholesome.
The children get there, and it's just like, this is the best.
Don't you want to
And they're
chill
just
out
laying
here
there.
instead of going back to war-torn England?
Wouldn't you like to just lay here forever and be peaceful and then die?
Yeah.
And it's like, we can't do that.
And World War I was very normal for C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien,
Yeah.
so stop asking.
And so
It didn't affect them.
They hop into a puddle, and they end up in the world of Charn, which is the home world. She's an alien, by the way, of the White Witch, who...
There's a planet with giant evil white women all over
The
it.
world is destroyed. The apocalypse has happened on Charn. And then all the rulers are preserved in basically what seems to be time stop.
Yeah.
And she's the last one. And then when the children come in, they cause a thing to trip or whatever, and then she reanimates. And now it's like, well, I'm the White Witch. Take me back, bitch. I'm going to conquer your world. And they do that, basically. But they take her back through... They go back to the forest hub world.
Yeah.
Where immediately she's, like, dying.
What are the names of the other books in that series? Isn't one of them like The Boat? Something about a boat?
Prince Caspian.
There's something to see, yeah.
The Silver Chair. The Last Battle is the final one.
I'm looking it up.
But anyway, they go to that hub world, and the witch is dying because it's just, oh, this world is pure, and I'm evil.
I need more evil.
And then they go back to Earth,
Right.
England, and she just immediately starts fucking shit up.
Right, because London invigorated her.
She rips a bar
Voyage of the Dawn Treader. That's what
Yes.
I was thinking of.
of metal off of like a railing,
Yeah.
and just starts like fighting cops with it.
Classic.
After she got
Punk rock.
she commandeered a horse and then whispered evil nothings into its ear to cause it to go into frenzy. And then she's just on the back of this horse with this metal rod and is just beating the shit out of people. And they're like,
Pretty metal.
well, this isn't... We should do something about this,
That's
probably.
not proper.
It appears since we don't have any guns, this woman with a large bar of metal and an evil horse appears to be overwhelming our remaining forces.
So,
Your British voice is halfway between New Zealand and David from Peep Show.
Well, it's because I wasn't thinking very hard.
the children, her, and then the cab driver she stole the horse from,
Sure, you might as well come.
get transported to what will be Narnia. It's just a void, though. It's darkness.
Right.
And then the cab driver's just like, oi, everyone! What if we just sang gospel hymns? Wouldn't that be grand? That'd be cheer us up. And then they do
In
that.
C.S. Lewis Britain, people do that.
Good
Yeah.
Christian morals.
Which, from the text, them doing that seems to have conjured Aslan, the lion, who is basically Jesus.
Was the White Witch there singing the hymns?
She wasn't singing. She was there, though.
In my head, while they're all singing, she's like trying to...
She's literally just like, well, we're all going to die. This is bullshit. We might as well just kill ourselves. That's her opinion on the matter.
Well, we just went through something that was very normal for our Arthur, and it didn't affect him in any way whatsoever. So we're all going to sing hymns because we, for some reason, seem pretty intimately acquainted.
I definitely don't hear the shelling at night.
Yeah, I definitely don't think about it all the time.
So some deep lore, everyone. Okay, the deep magic. Aslan talks shit because like he literally was the first thing to come to that universe, basically. Been summoned by Jesus songs.
Yeah. From
random humans, and then started to sing everything into existence. He was just a giant-ass lion just going around, and it's like melodious music is coming from his mouth, and he's creating Narnia as he does so. And in this period, everything has pure potential.
Right.
So they notice things just start growing, like trees and all that shit. And then, the uncle who was the uncle of the guy who's the old dude in the Lion Witch Wardrobe. He's responsible for all of this. He created 2 magic rings that teleport you to the tree world where you can go to a puddle. If you don't have the rings, you can't get there. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then he comes along as well, and then he immediately sees this growth world, and it's just like, I could make a fortune. Everything grows here. Like so, they put like change in the ground, like bronze, nickel, copper, like whatever coins,
right.
And they grow trees that produce
ridiculous old British money.
Yeah,
and they produce that metal as like fruit
with fruits of Woodrow Wilson's scowling head.
And he's like, if I just got a piece of a battleship and planted it here, I could grow infinite battleships and then sell them to the British Navy. And it's like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
well, what's your D&D character then?
Yeah, how would you D&D-ify? Oh, wait, first of all, no. Also, what's your pitch for getting that fucking battleship out of here, you dumb asshole? This is like building a fucking, like a car inside your bedroom because you brought it piece by piece, so you built it in there. Where are you going to drive it? The doorway's for people.
So he's a fool because it's a temporary growth period that only lasts during the beginning of creation of Narnia, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's not going to work in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you know, that random cab driver becomes the first king of Narnia?
Sure, that might as well happen.
Dwarves and whatever show up and they're just like, yes, white savior. And
well, your leaders are just taller than you?
Yeah, and they...
It's a living!
They forge him a crown, and the rejuvenating aura of this world has made him appear decades younger. And he's like, well, I have a wife. And they're just like, no problem. And the wife is there. And she is now the queen. And they burn, they harvest, because one of the trees that grew was from a gold coin, a gold tree. They harvest the twigs, smelt it into crowns, and then crown these people immediately as their king and queen.
How did they get the gold off the tree? Did they
They cut it.
With what?
Too many questions.
Yeah.
and then the story ends with there's a Garden of Eden, don't you know, behind a giant golden gate, which has silver.
That's where I'd keep it.
Which has silver apples, which will make you immortal, but that's also the tree of knowledge.
I bet eating a silver apple would not be an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, fuck up your teeth pretty bad.
If you steal it, sure, it'll make you immortal, but you're cursed now forever. Yada yada yada. White Witch does that. She scaled the fence because she's a bitch, and then stole an apple, ate it, and was just like, I'm immortal, fuck off, ha ha ha, and then left. And the kids go there on a Pegasus, by the way, because the horse that got transported from the cabbie then became the father of all Pegasi because he got...
What about his horsewife?
He got, whatever. And
they snapped their fingers and his horsewife appeared. Weren't you listening?
They get to go in the Garden of Eden, and then Aslan has given them permission to take an apple. The boy takes it home because his mom is sick.
Right.
Peels the apple, gives it to her. She's healed. Oh, it's a Panacea. Wow, don't you know? Plants the seeds, that grows into a tree. He cuts that tree down, he makes it into a cabinet. That's how you get to Narnia later on in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's the wardrobe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a magical wardrobe made from a magical tree.
So I cut down the magic tree and I turned it into this wardrobe. Why don't you just let it be a magic tree and have more immortality apples? That's not very English of you. Get out of here.
He just sends them in there willy-nilly, yep, that's a different world and your children.
Mm-hmm. Worked out for him.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't really
so what's your D&D character?
So, okay, based on all of that, I want to be Sir Aslan. like Sir Barrington, but a lion,
paladin level,
an awakened lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't lie. He's honest. He's not a rogue.
With paladin level, there you go.
Yeah.
Because lying.
Okay.
I have advanced pun senses, and I just had to.
And he does wield a sword at one point in the story.
Me so happy.
Aslan does have apparently like his paws are
he grabbed it with his hand.
He uses a sword to like he smotes Edmund's shoulders or whatever because he almost fell to the White Witch and then he comes back and he needs a redemption or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And they feed him the flower juice and he heals, and then Aslan is just like, also ka-cha, ka-cha, let that be a lesson to you. But it's described as he picks up what is, I assume, like a long sword or a great sword with his paws and then does that, like knight style.
My favorite part of that is I'm imagining that, this is a C.S. Lewis book, so the way that he describes things isn't normally like too exact. It's for a younger reading group, so that like a lot of things are left to like implication and just sort of brushed over. And then it's just said like, and then Aslan picked it up and he hit him on the shoulders. How did he pick it up? He just did it like off camera. Off camera is how. You only got to see Edmund in the shot and the sword hitting his shoulders, and then when it comes back, the sword is on the ground in front of an anatomically correct lion, and he's like, "Let that be a lesson to you."
And it's the question of just
son of Adam, whatever.
It's the same thing. How does he talk?
Yeah.
Move past it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong kind of question.
All right, you're the only one left.
Okay, so my dad gave me a lot of those books too. I bounced off C.S. Lewis. He gave me Hobbit. He gave me Lord of the Rings. He gave me any number of other books like the sci-fi classics. He gave me Starship Troopers when I was 10. I was a little too early for that. Anyway, there was an old yellowing hardback picture book that the binding was bursting on at my grandparents' house that I used to read and reread over and over again. And that book was apparently, I looked this up all before, to prepare for this episode, I looked this up. This book was originally written in 1896 and it's called The Bad Child's Book of Beasts.
Oh, wow.
And the version I had was also, and more beasts for worse children.
Oh, good.
and it was...
This is How to Train a Dragon? What is this?
Just the coolest shit I've ever heard of.
Like a slightly rude, like low, like age 6 rude, like rhyming book to teach you little things about animals mostly. And it had illustrations, all of which are seared into my brain in giant block letters. And when I initially saw that question, my first thought was, well, here's the cover. This book has any number of little singing animals that could be a bard.
Yeah.
But then I thought of my favorite illustration from the book. The lead into the book is, and by the way, like, the lead in for the book is, by the way, if you're a bad kid, and this is you, bad kid, and the bad kid is like a little boy dressed like Mr. Burns as a child, with his floppy hat with a ribbon in it.
Yeah.
And because that's how old this is. And he's tied...
Like a little sailor suit?
And he's tied... Yeah, a sailor suit. And the bad child has tied a tin can to a dog's tail and is chasing the dog around with a stick. And that's the bad child who, that's an example for you at the start of the book to let you know if you're like this book is for you.
Yeah.
And my D&D character is that guy. He's 3.5. He's a dervish dancer. He's all over the place.
Tying cans, taunting you.
Yeah. See, in old D&D, you couldn't attack and then disengage and do your rest of your move. It was you do your move and then you attack.
It was a feat tree. Then.
Yeah. It was like a 5-feet tree.
Yeah.
And there was a whole meta build around your character just kind of melee attacks everyone in the room this turn.
And then runs away.
Yeah.
Because Dervish gets to do that for free.
Mm-hmm. And this is what a bad kid does. He comes up and he fucks with everyone. Yeah. Just enough for everyone to know, fuck that kid.
And then he runs away.
Yeah.
Dervish was a prestige class, I think in the Dungeon Master's Guide. And its special ability was basically that. It's like X amount of times per day, you can Dervish dance. Which is, make this check. If you did it for this many rounds or whatever... You can do that. You can just move and attack and then move away.
Because you're
dervish and you're
I imagine
dancing.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker style of movement where he just
you're
sliding around your feet.
The guy from what is it? Fucking Megalopolis.
Megalopolis?
Yeah. What's his name?
Caesar?
Oh, Adam Driver?
Yes. You're just Adam Driver.
A bunch of arms.
Wiggling around. Yeah. And that's your dervish stance.
Yeah, okay. That's canon.
And combine that with the feat tree, which was rapid attack, lightning attack, and whatever attack, and you could just be ha! And then I also get extra movement from Dervish. So I'm
run out of your movement
I'm now
range
going to
away.
move 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
That's a future episode as well right there, is just us rambling about old D&D.
Yeah.
We have more questions, so let's get to the next one. That took a long time.
So I apologize if I get your name wrong here. Dodd Sodalo?
Sounds about
Dodd
right.
Solido. It's... What was the moment you realized the fan base had the same sense of humor? How happy are you to release your sinister selves and find such fellows listening?
The second we got our first Patreon subscriber.
I was going to say that the instant someone decided, I'm going to pay for this, it was like, what do you mean? And then you keep paying, so it's just like, I guess I'll just say whatever, because that's what I usually do. This is crazy. Like,
Yeah, when King Goblin and GaryGoblino first joined the Discord.
Greater Good Boy.
Greater Good Boy joined the Discord.
No, same for me. That's like when we started to shoot the shit with them in the Discord.
Metal
Shout
Gear
out to you two
Solid
dudes.
Metal Gear Solid ding! Like
Yeah.
a fucking exclamation point went over my head, like, oh shit, like it's real.
That's one of the things I said to them like a dozen times now is, if for nothing else, meeting these two guys, talking to dudes in our Discord, like, there's other of us out there. Like,
They're
like
real.
oh my, yeah, they're out there.
they just like me.
Yeah,
for real. For real.
I think the very first moment that I realized and how I felt about it was when... you know what? Honestly, I kind of didn't feel it until I saw that video that got posted today.
Really?
The one from King Goblin. In a way, I just sort of was like, yeah, people are being nice. You know, they're listening, but like,
there's some laser targeted memes in that video.
Genuinely, I had the thought, and this is a horrible thought, and it's something that I'm trying to work around past, however you want to like describe. That like I genuinely had the thought of like, holy shit, he actually listened to the episodes.
Which was what prompted me to say what I just said. He just like me for real.
He just like
And
me for real.
because that's how I listen to podcasts. Ask me anything about the last podcast on the left. I'll tell you everything about them. Like the little like in gags they have and all that shit. And I was just that someone did that for us / me was like
Touching.
yeah, like have I made it? Have I?
It was so nice. I don't know how to act about it, and I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Are we influencers? Like,
No, the only thing we can do is keep making the podcast, man. We owe it to all the boys.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
100 more episodes.
I'm sorry that I'm not lingering on this question, but I genuinely
We really made a meal of children's book.
yeah, and I
bet.
honestly will feel a little bit choked up about it. This one comes from Greater Good Boy, one of our early boys, one of the greats.
Yes.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure anime?
I'll start. I answered this in our Discord already when it came up, and I will give the same answer that I gave there. I reread Love Hina, which is a harem anime about a guy who is kind of a loser, and he does weird comedy situations, like unironically slipping on a banana peel and falling forward and grabbing like the little girl's panties and pulling them down, and then they all beat his
Whoa!
ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
whoa!
And then they punch him and he flies into the sky.
God,
yeah,
fucking
and then,
anime. God damn,
Yeah, no,
dude.
that really does happen, and I don't know. So that just like hit me at the right time in my life, and it's I don't know what to tell you about it. Like it's special to me, even though it's dumb as shit. I also really like Golden Boy, but Love Hina was the one that I was like,
damn, Golden Boy.
yeah, Love Hina was the one that really got me.
So this is a story from also the little kid years. This is the young times. This is before I kept up with One Piece even. So this is before One Piece was really even a thing in America that you could get in Shonen Jump, where I read it. My mom knew that me and my brother really liked anime stuff from like Toonami, and then we had a family member who was living in Japan briefly, and then they moved in with us for a couple of weeks until they could. Well, I mean, they moved here until they moved into their, I think, back to Japan, if I'm being honest. But they needed to stay with us for a little while, and they brought us stuff. And one of the things that was brought, I don't believe this came from Japan. I believe that this was literally, my mom saw it, identified it as anime related, purchased it, and it was a little book, of Love Hina. It is the arc volume, whatever, wherein the main character guy,
Keitaro, I think.
yeah,
Hiroshima Keitaro.
he fails an entrance exam for college, and then
that happens several times.
he gets trapped on a deserted island that turns out to not be very deserted at all.
Right. It has the girl's family, and then the girl who's a princess sends the blimps after him.
Yeah, and then they go to at the end of it, they go to the airport that's there to fly home.
Mario and I are baffled.
So it's like a civilized island, and I read it probably like...
I've heard of this. I've heard
some of the
this
girls have
about
to do like leaf bikinis and stuff.
Yeah, there's a leaf bikini scene.
Sure.
I read that like... I don't know, 20 times as like a little kid, not understanding shit.
He and Naru almost finally do it, or maybe it's him and Mutsumi at that point.
It's him and
You're
Naru.
pretending like you don't know.
It's him and Naru, and
You say you reread it every year, like,
and they don't because
Don't fucking lie
she
to me.
has diarrhea from the island.
That's right. That is what happened.
That is the
oh
plot.
no, she got Montezuma's revenge.
She got Montezuma's revenge,
Brutal.
and so
Not ladylike.
and yeah,
It's embarrassing.
and I was reading that like, who the fuck are these?
Wait,
people?
hold on. I can do more. Can I do more? I also love iShield 21, which is about football.
Oh, man.
And iShield 21 features there's
Racist.
a character, there's a character who is called Panther by the other characters.
God bless.
What do you think differentiates him from the other characters?
Panther is American.
Yes.
He is not of Japanese origin. And he runs really good because of his genetics. And they make a couple of points of mentioning that. Now, I only ever read fan translations of this, so it's possible the fans did it less elegantly
Right, the
than
internet
the
might be
official
the racist.
translator would do.
Yeah.
But some of the ways they describe Panther's, his gait, how he runs, how good he is at it, are what you might call line crossing.
He's such a he's such a fast. Like what?
Oh my
What do you mean?
God.
Yeah.
Baki-esque in its racial sciences.
Yeah. And I also really like Prince of Tennis. Prince of Tennis, the final Super Saiyan form, is having fun.
Yeah. Just enjoying playing tennis.
Yeah, we got some more questions to get through, so you do yours.
Wait. So mine would be probably Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh, man. That's definitely a guilty pleasure.
Because 2013 was a bad year for me. And I would be really sad. And then I would come home and I would throw an episode of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Mage. Or Dragon Maid. And it would make me laugh. It would make me smile. And so I'd just be like,
Yeah, right on.
oh, yeah. It can be okay. She can just be a dumb, weird dragon. I don't know. It's like a really weirdly personal thing, but...
Taste.
I mean, that's how these things really get a hold of you. So, you pass this over real fast. So my answer, I think the obvious answer would be Baki. Obviously, Baki might qualify as that. But the problem with that is that I don't think that Baki is good, actually. It's not good in the way that many other things are good.
it's entertaining.
But I have certain beliefs about what makes something good, and Baki does have a positive score there. The characters don't change meaninglessly. Like, everything is... It's silly, and it changes wildly, but it changes. It's not just suddenly different. And Baki is also something that... I've read everything else that's like... that somebody points to and is like, it's like Baki. Nothing is like Baki. You can only get Baki from Baki.
I hate Baki.
But that's why I'm not talking about Baki right now. I'm talking about guilty pleasures. And for that, I would say almost any bullshit shonen or isekai series qualifies as a guilty pleasure to me. Because in my heart, I know for a fact that they have at least one good idea, and I intend to absorb it from them into my mind.
Or the whole thing is good, like Uncle from Another World.
Very rarely,
Ichikai
yes.
Oji-san is excellent.
Very rarely, yes.
recommend.
There are good things.
Highly recommend.
Fucking really entertaining, hilarious.
But to go even lower than isekai and shonen, I get to my actual guilty pleasure. The actual thing that I don't talk about reading a lot, despite the fact that I've read quite a lot more than you might expect. and that is Korean and Chinese manhwa and donghua, because they are, and I'm not kidding here, they're bad. They don't make...
Their story structure is just not satisfying.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I think there has to be a cultivation episode. I think there has to be a cultivation episode.
You're going to damage your solo
I think that's got to be a thing that we put a bookmark in so you can get through our questions, because I could literally talk about that for at least... I have 45 minutes ready to go right now.
Well, I'll say this, right? This is the first thing that I'll say. This is one of the things that really bugs me, because... They're almost all have like a really strong start. These have a way of knowing, like, this is a good idea to make a story about. They just don't know what to do after that, because what inevitably happens is the first 100 or so chapters, when you as the reader don't know all of the rules or how the story works, and the characters are learning with you, it's pretty interesting. They have to solve things by learning about whatever powers there are, or monsters, so on. And then generally, the good chapters end when the main character is able to parlay whatever fantastical thing there is about him into being attractive.
Yeah, God bless.
This is an unavoidable issue. If you disagree, I'm going to tell you that you're actually wrong. What happens is, they get their power. They grow to a point that you need to know that the character has changed from how they were in the beginning. And as a writer, I agree with this. You do need to, like, visually indicate that. However, it means that you're going to replace that character's skeleton with the skeleton of a beautiful, like, pop idol. And then, like, everyone's going to just act like that's not obviously a man, like, a completely different person. He's 2 feet taller. Sung Jin-woo didn't look like that. Solo Leveling... He just stopped looking like himself very suddenly, and then that is basically also when it stopped being good. Because there's I don't know if it's a cultural thing, if there's any way that the character, like, needs money, they will get the money, they will start being hot, they will start living in an apartment that no one, like, would, like, be able to live in from playing, like, fucking video games or whatever, and then the rest of the story you can basically walk away from, because it's all going to be about talking about who's part of what alliance, and those alliances don't mean anything. You don't have any knowledge about who's part of that alliance besides somebody saying, like, oh, truly, you have stepped into the realm of the Murim, and you're supposed to act like you know what that means. There's hundreds of years of storytelling that I must be missing out on here, but good lord. Anyway, I keep fucking reading them, and I've read, like, Solo Leveling, and... The one that I thought was good was Tower of God. Tower of God was really cool.
Yeah, you repped that one for a while.
And then...
I watched it.
If you can believe it, he turns hot. Oh. And everything starts being about what alliance these characters are a part of. Yeah. And all the little mysteries start to be about nonsense that who could give a fuck? Who could possibly care about, like, oh, you can't join him. You see, that family's eldest daughter, she was actually a renegade. And while she died, her faction lives on, and they have this. So he joins them for just long enough for them to join up with the other group, because this other group is doing this thing. And, oh, well, we're going to take over the tower. And then the people in charge don't really like that. So they get scattered. And that alliance didn't matter. None of it mattered. He's joining a new alliance now, and he's even hotter now. And he's got different wizard powers. And we're acting like this isn't just rushing through Super Saiyans with, like, weird marriage alliances. I could go on, and I'm not going to go any further. Tony, what is your guilty pleasure?
Oh, man, so I kind of have two answers, and they're basically on the opposite ends of the anime slider. I would say almost polar opposite ends. So the more obvious answer is Don't Bully Me, Miss Nagatoro.
Yeah,
that shit goes down smooth. That is so, it's so cute. And it's funny. It hits a special place in my heart because I wish I was Nagatoro being able to bully Kevin. God, I want to do it so bad. So, I just want to make him uncomfortable and just get in his personal space because he hates it. He hates it every time. It really riles him up.
I don't care for it,
and that's one of my. That's why it's a guilty pleasure for me because I get to project as if I can be Nagatoro bullying Senpai.
You know what?
Even though I'm older than Kevin, so it completely doesn't make any sense. Don't worry about it.
The evidence of it being a guilty pleasure also is if anyone walks by while you are watching Nagatoro, it actually summons up like weird Japanese perversion things that they make sense in the context of the episode, why she's watching him as she's eating an ice cream cone, and it's like very highly animated and sexualized just for that one scene of her eating an ice cream cone.
Specifically as someone's walking by.
Yeah,
always.
It summons it up to have somebody else
just
witness.
That's why I typically don't watch anime around other people, because it always happens, and I always feel awkward. Yeah. And then on the complete other end of the spectrum, Darker Than Black.
Darker Than Black rules, actually.
Yeah, that's why. But the reason I say it's a guilty pleasure is because who the fuck's heard of it?
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of the ones I've recommended it to so many people, and it's very slow, and it's episodic. So and the episodic nature of it is that they're two-parters.
People bounce off of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really get to a hard plot until episode 12 or so. And yeah, people typically bounce off of it because it's like, okay, what the fuck is this building to?
Yeah.
But there is a character. I don't want to spoil it in case you have the whim to watch it. There is a character that you get introduced to when the hard plot starts, and you won't be able to fully appreciate the character until you watch the show again.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be paying attention. Because why the fuck would you?
I mean, it's telling you not to pay attention to that part.
Exactly. The parts where this character matters are so insubstantial until you watch it again, and then it's like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he starts snapping and pointing. Yeah, that's how that works. So it's one of those shows you basically have to watch it twice to fully appreciate it. And then there's an OVA that takes place between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2 is a downright travesty.
It's almost a different show.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they made that, but I mean, it still ends fine, but
still enjoyed it. It was just different.
But season 1 is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorites. I basically stopped recommending it because it's just so obscure and so abstract.
Yeah.
But so that's why I put it under as a guilty pleasure, because it's not very mainstream. It's like the opposite of mainstream.
I will say, that there is one aspect of season 2, however, that even though I say it and I feel like it sounds like it's not great, at the same time I'm like, isn't that kind of a great thing to see, though? There's a girl who has a power to do a magical girl transformation that just summons a sniper rifle.
It's sick.
And it's not like a magical girl sniper rifle. It's like a sniper rifle sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's pretty excellent.
All right. Next question we have from Grimtones, the hottest member of every Warhammer race. This could be an episode on its own.
This really could be an episode on its own. We're going to have to speedrun this one.
I'm going to pitch a parentheses question so we can get back to that later, which is just, what's the hottest Warhammer species, sub-character?
Well, I mean, the generic answer is elves.
I would say that I'm certain, a Slaaneshi demon that is probably mind-bendingly hot.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was going to say, real answer is Slaanesh demon.
Yeah.
Fake answer, Balthazar Gelt.
Supreme Patriarch.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, welcome to Astalia.
Yeah. God, I'd do anything he tells me.
I'd follow him to hell and back, I would.
Yeah.
So, humans. Mm-hmm. Fulgrim.
Yep.
Tau. Farsight.
Farsight, not Oshasera, not Shadow Sun, unpatrician, uncultured, uncivilized.
Okay, this will have to be an episode.
Name another Tau that's...
Name another Tau.
No. Well, let me finish. Name another Tau that fits the description of a Dilf.
I mean, we doesn't have any kids.
Doesn't need to.
Fair enough. That's not one of the... I mean, it's one of the criterias, but it's not the only criteria.
Dark Eldar. Your brain.
She's not a Dark Eldar, she's Yanari.
She was.
Oh yeah, fair enough, she was. No, you're not gonna do Lilith Hesperax? With her glammed up 80s hair metal? Rob and Kevin have no fucking idea what the fuck we're talking about. We can speak gibberish.
I'm over here thinking about, is the plural of Dilf, Dilves?
But
Hogan would say no.
Yeah.
Okay, but sure, to your answer, but she'll kill me.
That's
part of it.
Your brain probably won't.
Fair enough.
She's Gelman's big titty GF, you know. Orcs, damn.
Gazgul. He's obviously the cutest.
I don't know if he's most attractive, though.
What if there is a...
Have you seen the size of his gun?
An orc Wa, who all of their stuff
orcs,
is cybernetics to make themselves look like Johnny Bravo type, like sexual, like golems. They have no like knowledge of what attractive is, but they just go all out. So there's like big bimbo titty orcs who are like, yeah, you do this because this makes you bigger, and it's Wa.
Okay, no. I have one. Wazdeka Gutsmack. You're the hottest one when you're on that motorcycle.
Oh, he's the motorcycle
rides
guy?
the Harley, yeah.
You're right,
Yeah.
it's him actually.
Crank that hog.
He do be cranking that hog.
Tyranids.
The Red Terror.
Man.
The Red Terror is pretty sexy.
I bet they're...
I mean, there's like Nord Queens, but they're not hot, are they? I don't think they are.
Depending on who you ask.
Gene Stealers.
was about to say Gene Stealers.
Yeah, Gene Stealer bitty.
They're not... They don't work unless they're...
Yeah, they honey
Yeah.
pot you. Yeah. They're hot until they're not.
Yeah.
And so that's Tyranids. Who do I have left?
Necron.
Shoo, dang.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I typed Necron into Google while you were going to see if I could find a good picture.
I'm sure there's like a femme one out there hanging out. Maybe that's me being sexist. They don't have to be femme to be hot.
I'm going to be real with you, Tony. None of them are femme or masculine. They don't have flesh.
They're space mummies. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Tyranids where they were just the Terminator. That's hot.
Oh, the old Necron? Yeah.
Or, yeah, Necrons, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tyranids.
Yeah.
Orkin the Diviner, because he has the most riz. He wears like a giant headdress with like metals hanging off of it and stuff, and then he does Curse of Ra.
So many of them.
And those metals heat up every time he goes back in time to the point where they melted off, and that's how Trazen knew he's rewinding time. But Orkin was just like double Curse of Ra, and then
So many of them have the dick curtain. This guy's dick
They
curtain is
do.
huge.
Oh, baby.
Just going down to their ankles.
Yeah.
So I gotta give it to Orkin the Diviner. What else? Who am I missing? Anyone? Did Orcs? Did Eldar?
Skaven, I guess.
Not 40k.
That's Warhammer,
Yeah,
though.
it's just Warhammer, not 40k specifically. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the slack there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for I'm letting you cook. I'm letting you cook.
I'm going to...
Wait, what's the one who's the Disney?
What about Deemer? Not the Deemer.
No. Who's the one that was Disney princess?
The Disney Princess Skaven. The one that was nice.
Squeak or
a Squeal Gnawtooth.
Yeah.
there you go.
He would be, because he is the best one.
just nice.
He's nice and cute, and he's
Yeah.
a good boy.
Now, I'm talking Skaven who are hot. I'm thinking dog-headed woman monster.
Technically not a Skaven.
Yeah, technically not a Skaven.
I'll have him graft something on there. You know, there's no way. Give her rat feet. Just scurry around in the darkness.
God bless.
That way I can always hear her coming. Those nails clacking on the rocks and the linoleums and whatnot.
Never get the jump on me.
No, it'd be so scary to be jump scared by a woman with a dog head.
Am I missing anyone?
For 40k, you need to do Votan and
They're all the same.
They're all-
though.
they're all.
Votan himself, though.
Oh, the hottest
It'd be a
one.
very specific person to be like, yeah, I want to bang that dwarf.
Yeah.
The hottest one is the obviously in each clan is the Votan itself, the clan, the supercomputer,
It's pretty hot.
what do they call what?
The core?
The Votan
Yeah.
core. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I need to read up on their lore because I know almost nothing about them.
It's weird.
We'll do a bigger episode about this later. Because we could keep going.
This is going to keep...
Grimtones honorary. We're going to make an episode about this.
We're
running out of time.
Did my best to legitimately answer the question.
But for Warhammer Fantasy, I think the obvious answer is Morathi.
Yeah.
We talked about her when I went over the Dark Elves.
The chaotic evil MILF elf.
Yeah, just the MILF of all dark sorcery.
All right, our last question here. And this one we could also go off on for quite some time.
Well, we have 20 minutes.
What is our favorite?
Closer to 19.
What is our favorite characters that the others have played?
Yeah, that's an episode in of itself.
That's an episode in and of itself. I'm going to go ahead. So actually, do you want to do that in our next episode?
You know what?
I have a cop-out answer. I love Immortal Dan so much.
God damn. I'll talk about Immortal Dan here. We'll talk about all of our favorite characters a little bit, and then catch
If
back
I
up
ever
on
manage
that.
to put a D&D campaign together, Immortal Dan will be at the center. He will be the villain.
So Immortal Dan is a character that I put together because In the very first campaign that we played, essentially I got handed some books and told that I was DMing. And then we had our big first climax thing that happened. And it ended up with the death of a character that was a scripted death. Tony agreed to have his character die. And then as we were coming back, we were doing encounters of just like, after a bit of a time skip had happened and the characters coming back. And one of them involved, I believe, Tony and... was it Justin or Sean? Doesn't matter. Two of you were off separated from the rest of the group because everyone else was fighting these assassins that went after them. And then two of the group were off sectioned away, and the rest of the group goes to find them, and they see like a bunch of skeletons all like rattling and chanting like, "Arr!" And in the middle of these skeletons is what appears to be a nearly naked man in like a ripped loincloth with like a chicken bone shiv. And then their friends, because Immortal Dan had come up, and that is the naked man, and his thing is he challenges you to a fight for whatever he wants from you. And then his move is that he's immortal. He never dies. So you will never win a fight. He will let you fight until you die of exhaustion.
Pretty good move.
That was Immortal Dan. And Immortal Dan existed because I needed to fill up that encounter, and I said it's Immortal Dan and his skeleton band. Because he had beaten a necromancer for his army of skeletons in a similar fight, and the necromancer had died of exhaustion from the thing. And Immortal Dan has become a character that I've brought up in 2 or 3 campaigns now. You can't get rid of him. He never dies. He lives with the heat death of his universe, and therefore in the infinite multiverse of events, he could be in any universe. He could be anywhere. That's his thing. He never dies. And every time he shows up, he's a massive pain in the fucking ass, and he's impossible to be around.
Yeah, he's impossible to be around. It's a good bit.
And I love him. He is great. He shows up, and it becomes immediately apparent that you can't just beat the shit out of him and be on your way. You have to deal.
And at this point, like, we instantly recognized him. Like, in Kevin's last campaign, he shows up, we were like, oh, fuck! We're like level 12 or 15 at this point. Like, we're in the Big Bad's castle, and he shows up and, shit!
Hi, guys!
Things are about to get fucking annoying.
You ended up letting him out of that, and then right now, in the canonicity of my brain, Immortal Dan is as dead as he can be. For now.
Oh, no, I know for a fact that he will show back up in the thing you're running right now. I have already... it will be so good when he shows up 40 sessions into that campaign.
Who can say? Who can say?
He never dies.
He never
dies. Not even once.
One of my favorite bits was Justin drank like a potion of giants and became a giant, and then picked him up and threw him into the sky like he's Team Rocket. And he screams, "I'll find you! I never die!"
Yeah, it's good. It's a good bit. I would say, I like Frogbert. Frogbert made me happy.
Frogbert was fun.
Frogbert is just Rob, but a Githyanki.
Yeah.
We were playing Baldur's Gate 3, and Baldur's Gate 3 is Githyanki heavy. And I like the Githyanki. I have like a minor thing about evil societies that I won't fully get into now, but generally, fundamentally, maybe you'd call me an optimist for this, but I have an idea that a lawful evil society, such as the Drow, could not work.
Yeah.
No.
There wouldn't be buildings, there wouldn't be a society, it would last a week, and then it would fall over, they would all kill each other.
Drow are chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah, okay, there you go. They wouldn't. The fact that they have a society is silly, whereas the Githyanki managed to be evil and have a society, because anyone strong enough to fuck with society gets consumed by their evil god.
It's a self-regulating system.
Yeah, the system works.
And then I would say for Kevin, I really enjoyed Bastion Tassard.
Bastion was a lot of fun.
How is it not Nobu? I think about sneaking up behind
Nobu
with the sword.
Nobu is pretty good. Nobu is pretty good. But I have a special place in my heart for the dual crossbow having vaulting, specifically because I imagine the Demon Hunter from Diablo 3 because of the combo with Roberta and me giving everyone be able to move.
It was perfect.
The combo made me very happy. And then for Mario, I mean, it's like landslide Gizgul. Landslide. Especially the final when my character finally made the intelligence check to figure out, which King Goblin puts in his little 100 episode video. Love you, boo boo. When Nira figured out Gizgul was an orc and it shattered her psyche and I gained insanity points, that made me so happy. That was such a good fucking bit.
You were an orc in disguise the whole time. How? And just
what are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh me.
Yeah, Gizgul, fucking masterpiece character. I guess I have to pick two. The question is to pick two?
No, it's just from everybody.
Oh, okay.
What's favorite characters the others have played?
Okay.
As far as Bastion, Bastion maybe. Even though I didn't even play in that. I just like hearing about it. You know?
He was a fun guy.
Yeah, it would either be him or Castle, which I also didn't play with except for one session.
Briefly, yeah.
Because he made a cameo. But either way, it's just those are the ones I enjoy most listening about. Just listen, want to know what we did that time? And it's just yeah, tell me again. Because I've heard it, but I love it. Rob. Oh, let's see. God, Frogbert. Yeah, that's easily.
I think about the time that
3.
Tony challenged us to make 3.5 optimized characters a lot.
Oh man.
And we made optimized wizard and optimized cleric.
Stantangelo?
Yeah.
I forgot about Stantangelo.
I forgot about
Who only
Stantangelo.
wanted to steal. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted.
Optimized wizard and cleric are triple S class number 1, and apparently druid is the other one from the base classes.
Can be, yeah.
Yeah, in 3.5. I've never done that, but people were saying, I was reading some character optimization stuff last time this came up a month ago, and druid is good. But wizard and cleric is the thing we picked. Those are the ones that we knew how to break going into it. So divine meta magic where the buffs last all day, wizard where you split your spell into 500 instances of your spell and fire them all at once.
Yeah. And then Tony. Lilac Bourneville.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, you've been doing your thing for a while, man. Your characters from your book, you've been playing these guys out for a long time. It's something you've been building up, and you got a whole thing for it now. It's pretty good.
And Nira, probably, from Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
Nero was fun.
The Lilac I remember distinctly, and that's my favorite because of just how she interacted with my character at the time.
Zerald Farkstein.
So the scene between Zerald and Lilac is exactly what went through my head.
Yeah, that's iconic.
I love that.
That's
because his whole thing was Lilac was evil. She was a wizard. She was
a slave-owning Southern belle,
and try to get you to sign contracts. To sign your life away, basically.
To trick simple-minded Zeralds.
And then
they'd have no idea.
I don't remember the exact circumstances, but she drew up a contract and was just this is just a deal between you and me.
Yeah.
You just need to sign here. And he's a
Zoidberg.
He's a Zoidberg.
A cuttlefish man.
Yeah.
So I asked very specific. It's so you want me to put ink on this? And she was like, yes.
Exact
Put your ink right here,
exact
buddy.
wording.
And then a joke that he can just spray ink. So he just and then the whole page.
Completely invalidated the contract. It's just a black page.
And then he sat there so proud of himself. And he's just
I did it.
Yeah.
I signed it.
And then
So I'm just seething.
She's so mad.
Thanks a lot, Zerald. I'm so happy.
All he wanted to do was carve reindeer, okay?
Yeah.
God, it's so good. That was a fun campaign.
I think my favorite character from Mario, I was thinking it might be Lictor a little bit because we had the grease.
Grease is deadly.
The grease was
3.5 grease, baby.
But honestly, this might be recency biasing me. Truliman was great.
Truliman Capote.
Because he starts off just from Mario did the voice and did a good bit with it, so I was already engendered, I already love.
Well, that's like a gift from God. Truman Capote sounds odd.
Yeah. But then
they were savages.
I
just had to get out of there.
the way that this campaign was set up is one of my favorite ways that Brody has ever run a campaign, which is that he wanted the campaign to be like a heist. And like heist movies, they don't solve things ahead of time. They go into the mission and then they flash back to show you what the solve was. Like, and there's a guard inside. Luckily, we already snuck a man on the inside. And instead of using your fate points to re-roll things, you could fate point to initiate a flashback. And then it would let you change how you rolled or what exactly happened. That was so fun. Yeah. And I really loved just the entire vibe of that campaign, especially because of how our characters worked out, that combat wasn't important for 75 to 80% of the thing.
Wasn't. I was just a medic.
It was just RPing and vibes and us doing our best to do like a heist in like a snatch and grab kind of a way and running away. And then it's like, okay, boys, it's time for, like, now we have to fight our way out. And then Truleman goes from being just this dumb bit to the deadliest being on the planet.
Yeah, dude. Swinging away.
With his robot arms and just slaughtering.
But thanks to you blew us up.
Yeah, and because I blew us up, you got like a mortal wound,
you want to do anything about that? No. I'll take a critical wound. It only makes me stronger. Because I had the feat, basically, that just... Automatically, I just add, like, +3 to everything, because, fuck you, I'm hurt. And I'm crazy.
Truleman also gave me the unique opportunity to do something that I think I would do all the time if I was able to, which is applying a theme song to whatever game or thing we're doing.
Such a dumb bit.
The Breakfast at Tiffany's song.
Yeah, dude.
That made me such a good happy.
Because if you don't know, Truman Capote, not my character, wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's and several other works, and so I just named all my shit after that, and I was just like, oh, his theme song, by the way, is Breakfast at Tiffany's. So when he enters combat, inexplicably that just starts playing from his person. And then Kevin humored me, and Tony did, and they just kept playing the video, and I was just like, God,
and that's when we learned that the melee build, very good,
fucking wild,
extremely
fucking
like
wild.
In that Warhammer game, if you have like a 60 or a 70% chance to do something, you are like a god. A space marine has a 70% chance to hit someone with his gun. Like, and you were rolling like on a 90.
I had 80 something in my two-handed stat, in addition to the thing that gave me bonuses, martyrdom from the critical wound, which added a +3. So it was like nearly impossible for me to fail. So I was like rolling like 98s, and it was just like succeed by 1.
Yeah,
like it didn't make any sense. But yeah, Truleman just carved his way through various demons and stuff, and
it was great.
In our current game, one of our other friends is playing a slightly different melee build, and he just
same thing.
He just handles all of it by himself.
For Rob, my favorite character, I actually think is Millager/Billager the Villager.
Yeah.
During Curse of Strahd, when I was Bastion Tassard,
he's just a good boy. He doesn't have a soul.
We picked up. It's Curse of Strahd, so we're in Barovia, which means that many of the peasants are not ensouled. They're people, but
they're set dressing for Strahd.
Yeah. And so we picked one of them up, and that is who Rob was playing, one of the villagers, whose name was Millager the Villager at first, and his token was the villager from Minecraft. And his weapon was a very long stick that he had. I think it counted as a pike. And then, because I guess we were cocky at the time, we all stood in a line while attacking a wizard.
This formation will not backfire in any way possible.
So when he shoots us with lightning...
Yeah, what spell goes in a straight line?
We were like level 2, man, or 3, and we got lightning bolted on all of us.
Millager ashes right there.
Yeah.
Everyone else down.
I was barbarian, too. I took a lot of damage.
He took a lot of damage. And then, because, it's not like we're replacing a real person, we picked up another villager named Billager.
Yeah,
Villager the Villager.
Yeah, it's his brother. He's the same.
Yeah. And presumably at any point, if Rob died...
G-Landfill, too.
Yeah. Dillager the Villager, Lillager the Villager, Pillager the Villager.
Yeah, there's 40 more of me, asshole.
Complete side tangent, though. You just brought up the Broken Lizard we talked about the other day. You guys see the trailer for Super Troopers 3?
I did.
They're not.
Wow.
Really?
They are,
yeah.
Trailers being posted on.
It felt prophetic, like we just talked about it, and then a week later, like Super Troopers 3. And I was like,
maybe I ought to watch 2.
Well, yeah, I didn't watch 2, but before we talk about that, I have to talk about lastly, my favorite character that Tony has played. And now I'm gonna tell everybody maybe some stuff that you don't want them to know here, Tony.
Let's hear it.
Tony has played not as many characters as you'd think because he does DM a lot as well. But when he does play a character, there's certain things that they're quite likely to have in common. They're probably a small species, and if you give him the option, they'll be a rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be a bunny person. Langley was a bunny person. Roberta was a bunny person. But I'm going to take the Wayback Machine all the way back to when you were first infected by this virus of playing a little bunny girl. I'm going to take you back to, I did a campaign that wasn't to be taken seriously at all, where I wanted to introduce like Pokemon typing things to certain items.
Oh, man.
And it was very silly. And Tony played a character based off of a picture I found that I then showed him. And at the time he was like, Judy Hopps, haha, she's really hot. And then something changed within him. And he's like...
it stops being ironic.
So you say that robot is one of the types, or science is one of the types on here? What if I played this picture of a short stack bunny robot girl stripper? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, do your thing. And that's like one of the moments where you get the pop-up at the bottom of the screen, like the your fate has been chosen, branching pathways. Like, if you want to change the way that the game plays, you need to go from before this decision was made. This is a major character decision tree. And in that campaign, you played a stripper bard, essentially.
Yeah.
Who was a bunny robot.
A bunny robot doing strip dances, shooting like laser light shows because she's a robot, so that's like part of the performance.
Yeah, exactly. He gets it.
And was she the one that you played first and got wiped with everybody else?
Yeah. No, that was Queen, my goblin.
Your goblin?
Yeah, got wiped. And then I made Judy, the Jigish underling designed innately erotic.
Yeah.
Only one that didn't die.
Yeah, so when I first had this going, I introduced everybody to this guy who was supposed to be like somebody that they deal with later who had impressive magical items so that I could show them what they could potentially be using later. And then, essentially, the first chance that they got, they wanted to sneak up on that guy and his party in the night, all of the players. And then, because one of the people had powers at one of the elements on the chart was art, and he had art abilities, he painted on the back of a cloak the dark woods so that they could walk by Scooby-Doo style unseen.
The perfect plan.
It's a really good plan. I was so excited for it. And then, because it worked, I think he got a little too excited. Because he was like, okay, if this works, then I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little ghost into the painting so that I can try to spook them away.
We definitely said Scooby-Doo at least 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. So we're going to spook those other adventurers away, our rivals that we have bones to pick with.
Is that the guy who had like all the elements sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The peacock blade.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember.
Yeah. So there's
the ghost situation was just it's a camp of adventurers. There's a ghost.
Yeah,
everyone wake up, get your magical weapons.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah,
Let
blah,
it
blah,
kill
blah,
this ghost.
And they proceed to unload on the ghost, shredding everyone behind the fucking cloak. And then everybody, like, it's a combat now. And this guy, I told them how strong he was. And the peacock blade was supposed to be busted. It was for fighting a boss later if you made it that far. It didn't particularly matter. And then everyone dies except for Mario's character. And that was the first time I ever wiped anybody.
Because I had cast Globe of Invulnerability. And then you let me. I was like, can I just hamster ball away? And then I hamster balled away in my Globe of Invulnerability, and then I formed the Revenge Society.
Yes.
Which featured
the
Jigish underling designed innately erotic.
Designed innately erotic. Judy, the short stack bunny robot.
That's
stripper.
her favorite character?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny to me because it was the first time that we pitched what if this game gets silly with it instead of taking it even a modicum serious.
Yeah.
Which, goddamn, to give you an idea, it's probably one of the lowest effort character maybe I've ever made because of that campaign. Yeah. I just made my character from the Birdie campaign who was Mortimer Everbright.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I just did that, but just made him a lowly? And so it became Mordumin Ever Brighteroo.
Yeah.
And
In her bear onesie.
and her panda onesie. And
Panda onesie, that's what it was.
And she had, her type was love and undead.
Yeah. God. That made me so happy that everybody was ready to dive in and be like normally you'd think like, I want everybody to take it serious and that means something to you. But sometimes you want to be like, can we be a little less serious than normal and still like play a real game about it?
Yeah.
And you broke the ice, I think, to allow everyone to jump in. And I love seeing that. Another moment of like ice breaking where everybody gets to jump in. Like, I feel like everybody's been doing voices in the new campaign a lot.
Yeah.
And that makes me so happy. And you were the one to break the ice with Judy, essentially off of the strength of you saw the picture, and then we're like, well, can I? And we're just like, yeah. And then you ran with it, and I love it.
Aw, bae. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you so much for listening. So much for listening. If you enjoy the nature of this content, go and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, and go and give us a follow on Patreon. You can support us. You can support us on our Patreon. And I'd like to give an extra special thanks to our Patreon subscribers, our aspiring maggots, Champion 1209, and our fellow scryers, Maticate, GaryGoblino, MidniteGrimoire, The Greater Good Boy, Kinomajaro, Wanrical, Barcis, and, of course, my mom.
Thank you, everybody. Love you guys.
100!
100!
100!